let's go on an adventure! Start your engines! It's vehicle day and adventure! Let's roll! Hey everyone! Welcome to MakerWorks! We're with my friend Miss Kendall, and today we're learning all about motion and vehicles!
That's right, Simon. So today in MakerWorks, we are going to learn how to build our very own car from things that you guys probably have at home.
Oh, now we're in the place of the museum called the AHA Factory. That's where we come up with ideas by looking at stuff and go, aha!
That's exactly right, Simon. So in our AHA Factory, we like to use all kinds of different materials to see what we can build using our imaginations. But today I'm going to help you guys out, and I'm going to go through a couple instructions so you can build a really cool car just like this one. And then, Simon, we're gonna test it out on some different materials because today we're learning all about friction.
Oh, friction!
That's right. Simon, do you know what friction is?
No, not really. What is it?
Let's do it. All right, boys and girls, if you're at home watching, this is what I want you to do. Everybody, put your hands together like this, like you're about to say please. And then I want you to rub them back and forth together as fast as you can.
Rub.
Rub. And then stop and put them on your cheeks because it just feels so good. You may have noticed that your hands got really warm.
Whoa, that's hot.
Yeah, what you guys experienced was friction. So friction is when two opposing surfaces, in this case, your right hand and your left hand, come together. Friction is known as the enemy of motion because friction likes to slow things down.
Oh.
But before we slow things down, we've got to build them first. You ready, Simon?
Let's do it.
All right, so here are the supplies that we have. Let's see if you guys have similar ones at home. So we're gonna need some tape, scissors, a piece of cardboard, 4 bottle caps.
4 bottle caps?
Mm-hmm.
Do they need to be the same size?
I think so. They'll work better if they're the same type of bottle cap.
Okay.
A plastic straw.
Plastic straw.
And then we have 2 different things. You can either use a wooden barbecue skewer like this one. I've cut this one in half. Or you can use some toothpicks.
Oh,
Yeah.
toothpicks.
Now, for this next part, Simon, we're gonna need a mom or a dad or an adult at home to help you. Because what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to punch a hole into the top of your bottle cap. So we did that by using a screwdriver and a hammer. First step, put your bottle cap on top of your piece of cardboard. That'll make sure to protect the surface that it's on. Then you're gonna put your screwdriver on top and you're gonna use your hammer to give it a hit.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and that's gonna make a nice little hole in the center of your bottle cap.
That's fun.
All right, well, I think we're ready to build. Simon, you ready to help?
I'm ready.
All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're going to take your straw like this, and then you're gonna cut it in half. Miss Kendall did that earlier. So I have 2 pieces of a straw, about half. Then I'm gonna take one of my barbecue skewers here, and I'm gonna put it inside the straw, right? This is gonna allow your wheels to spin. And then you're gonna take one of your bottle caps, you're gonna push it through at one end, like that, and then you're gonna take the other, and you're gonna push it through at the other end.
Is that a pressure fit?
Yeah, so it's gonna fit nice and tightly so it won't slip out. But if you feel like it's a little loose, you could take some tape and wrap it around the end to secure it.
Oh, that's good.
Now, Simon, how many wheels does a car have? You want to
4.
That's right, it has 4. So we're gonna need to do this again, right? The same thing. Put your skewer through your straw, a wheel on one side, and then a wheel on the other. Now we've got 2 sets of wheels, and we're we're ready to make our car. This is where our tape comes in handy. I like to take about 2 pieces of tape for each set of wheels. I'm gonna put it right here on the bottom, and then I'm gonna put a piece of tape here near one wheel and a piece of tape here near the other wheel. So it's gonna look something like that, right? Make sure that your wheels clear the edges of your cardboard or else they're not gonna be able to roll.
You made an axle.
I did make an axle, so let's make another one, Simon.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side of the car. Just tape it down and tape it down.
Sticky, sticky.
That's right, so like this. So now we have 2 axles, 4 wheels, and our car is ready to go.
That's so cool. Look at it roll.
I know, pretty neat. Now,
Wow.
this is a nice smooth table. Not a lot of friction here, Simon. So our car is going to ride nice and smooth. But
Nice.
if you want an extra challenge,
Oh.
you can build a ramp.
Whoa.
Whoa.
A ramp.
A
I want a
ramp.
ramp.
So this is a ramp that I built earlier today, and it's just a couple pieces of cardboard. So a ramp
Oh.
is any kind of slanted surface.
I can make that at home.
Yeah, you can. So it's made out of cardboard and tape, right? Things that we should already
Yeah.
have to build our cars. Now, we have a couple of different materials here, because remember we talked about friction, Simon?
Yeah.
Yeah, so friction, right? Slow things down. So what I have here, I found a couple of materials that you guys may have at home. I used some tin foil.
Tinfoil?
I had some bubble wrap.
Oh, poppy, poppy.
Yeah, but you could also use other things like newspaper, maybe a towel.
Oh.
Yeah, different things. So we're gonna do a couple of tests with our car to see how it rolls on different surfaces.
All right.
You ready, Simon?
Can I count down?
Yeah, I would love for you to count down, Simon. Let's make some space. We're gonna make a nice racetrack for our car. All right, so Simon, I'm gonna put it at the top, and when you get to 3, I'm gonna let it go, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Whoa! Pretty cool!
That was cool.
That was awesome. So let's try a different material. Let's
Okay.
try our tin foil.
Oh.
What do you think, Simon? Do you want to come up with a hypothesis?
Yeah.
So do you think that our car is going to go slower or faster than it did on just the cardboard?
It looks sort of shiny
Mm-hmm.
and slippery.
Yeah.
So it might have less friction. So I'm gonna guess it will go faster.
I think that's a really good guess, Simon. But because we're scientists, we test things out. So
Let's do it.
let's do it again. All right, Simon, I'm waiting for you.
Okay. 3. No, 1, 2, 3. Whoa.
It did go a little bit faster. Great guess, Simon. Now, finally, we're gonna use the bubble wrap. What do you notice about the texture of the bubble wrap, Simon?
Whoa. It's poppy, poppy. It's sort of bumpy.
Bumpy, that's a
Yeah.
great word. It's not as smooth as our
No.
tin foil. All right, Simon, so what do you think? Faster or slower than the tin foil?
I think it'll be slower.
I think you're right, Simon, but let's test it out, okay? One more time, I'm waiting for you.
1, 2. Trick. 1, 2, 3.
Simon, you were right. It went much slower.
Oh, that was so great.
You did a great job. All right, everybody, we hope you had fun today learning a little bit about motion and friction. Try this at home with our ramp. Try some different surfaces and see what happens when your car goes down them. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.